I just simply said, okay, I'm retiring, and I put my companies and making movies and everything on the side.
You didn't retire.
Well,
You reduced.
everybody called me, said I was retired. Okay, Katie, here's the perfect soft wall, I think.
So everyone who's been wondering why there hasn't been a new Star Wars movie in 15 years finally has the answer. George Lucas has been too busy making home movies.
I love this.
But here's a shot right here. It's like
He raised those kids as a mother, really.
Francis Ford Coppola, director of The Godfather, was Lucas's professional mentor and remains a sort of older brother figure.
Why did he adopt children? Do you
He
understand?
wanted to have a family. He saw what my kids meant to me. He realized that that was really, in the end, all you have.
He puts his life ahead of his work, always has. And then when they're at school and when they're occupied, George runs a small little kingdom called Lucasfilm.
Only a Steven Spielberg could call that kingdom small.
Can you tick off quickly for us all the different components of your company?
the core company is Lucasfilm, which makes TV shows and films. Lucas Digital, which is Skywalker Sound, which does post-production and sound on lots of movies.
Movies like Spielberg's Saving Private Ryan and Jim Cameron's Titanic.
Iceberg, right ahead!
And those directors bring the film here,
And directors bring their films up here
work with your people.
and finish them up here.
Up here is an amazing place called Skywalker Ranch. Lucas bought these 3,000 acres about an hour north of San Francisco with the profits from Star Wars. But the whole place feels old-fashioned. This Grand Victorian is his headquarters. He chose every detail, like the stained glass dome and the redwood in this library, salvaged from an old railroad bridge.
Oh, look at that.
I never did get through all the companies.
Oh, you want to do that real fast?
Let me get
Oh,
through
you
that.
just want to finish?
I also have LucasArts, which is a game company that does video games, and then I have a company, Lucas Learning, that does multimedia for education, and THX, which is a sound system for the home and for theaters, and I've left something out, and I can't remember what it is.
He left out Lucas Licensing, which rakes in the millions from all those Star Wars toys and books, and of course the crown jewel, Industrial Light and Magic. In all, Lucas has more than 2,000 employees.
Everything I've gotten involved in as a businessman has been things that I've enjoyed and loved in my creative life.
Which are you? Are you the creative person more than you're the businessman, or vice versa?
Well, that's hard to separate because I'm the blend.
You are the blend.
I am the blend.
That blend has won Lucas enormous wealth and independence. He's financing the new Star Wars film entirely on his own to the tune of $120 million.
Wow.
I mean, it's one of those things that's ironic in life. I never, ever thought I'd be a businessman. My father wanted me to go into business with him. He ran a stationery store, and I said, I am never, ever going to become a businessman. And he was very upset. It's probably the biggest thing, the biggest conflict we ever had.
Lucas was his father's only son, growing up with 3 sisters in Modesto, California. Small town, old-fashioned Americana. He remembers it fondly. So much so, he made a movie about it, American Graffiti.
There's a very wicked 55 Chevy looking for you.
Yeah, I know. You were one of the guys in American Graffiti.
Yeah, I was all the guys in American Graffiti.
All of them. So you were one of those greasers. Ooh,
At one point,
cruising.
cruising.
up and down,
I did a
looking
lot
for
of
girls?
cruising. Yeah, I spent 4 years of my life doing that.
Until a terrible accident 3 days before his high school graduation.
I wasn't just in an accident. I was in an accident that, by all logic, I should have been killed.
Car accident.
A car accident. My car rolled about 8 or 9 times and then wrapped itself around a walnut tree. And by some miracle, when the car was rolling, the seatbelt broke, which it should never have done, and threw me out before it hit the tree. And you go through kind of an experience like that, and you say, well, how did I survive? Why did I survive?
But it did change your life.
It did change my life. I should have been killed at that moment. I wasn't. And so that everything I have after this is a gift, and that I should use it wisely.
After the accident, Lucas developed a ferocious single-mindedness, determined to make it as a filmmaker on his own terms.
When I first met George, I saw somebody with a point of view. that was so strong he didn't allow anybody else's point of view to be, you know, I mean, when George sees something, he sees it through one set of eyes, and that's it. And thank God for that, but it's also a little bit harder for all of us friends to, you know, get our ideas in there, because George really, like any artist, he has a way of seeing, and it's exclusively his.
The Force is with you, young Skywalker.
You can see Lucas's point of view in his movies. Good is good, evil is evil. Old-fashioned romance, no nudity or bad language.
I've isolated the reverse power flux coupling.
Lucas sees himself as a teacher. One of his friends calls him Yoda in a flannel shirt.
Do. Or do not. There is no try.
Are you concerned, though, that you might be preaching a little bit?
Well, I'm not sure whether preaching is such a bad thing
For a movie maker?
for anybody. What I hear most in my life, from my kids anyway, is Dad not on a lecture. And I think most parents get that. And so being a parent, being a dad, I can't help but lecture. You know, it's in my nature. You bow, and then you realize, oh, room's there.
Filmmaking is also so much in his nature that, single parent or not, he finally couldn't resist directing another Star Wars film.
And action! I had put myself in a position where I was totally financing the movie with my own company, and if I wanted to leave at 6 o'clock at night, or 8 o'clock, and I could say, we're just going to go another day over schedule, I could do it. I could just say, it's my money, and I'm going home.
Do you know what you remind me of? You remind me of my girlfriends who work and have children. Well, you do. You don't sound like a guy who has children. You sound like one of my women friends who have children.
Well, but I think anybody that has children, I mean,
No,
if you have to
no.
raise them by yourself, and you love them, I don't see how you could have any other point of view on it.
You don't have to spend much time around him to know that Lucas really loves being a dad. There's just one thing missing.
I've been very lucky with my kids. I'm lucky in love, but I'm unlucky with kids.
Okay, you brought it up. Love. Do you have a girlfriend?
I don't have a girlfriend. I have a lot of friends that are women.
Did the divorce hurt you so badly that that's going to be it, you think?
I don't know. I fell in love a couple of years later after that. I fell in love with another woman, and
Linda Ronstadt?
yeah.
You don't have many secrets.
But you know, she was somebody who just didn't want to get married. And eventually I wanted to get married, and you know, I think as you get older and as you get burned a few times, you either get wary or wiser, I don't know which, but I guess I'm wary and wiser and older. And I have a big life, and I have 3 kids.
And he has very high standards. I mean, he wants Queen Noor or Grace Kelly or someone. She can't be too tall, and she has to be wonderful with her kids. And I'm always saying, George, look at her. She's nice, you know. Let me introduce you. Although he sort of says he doesn't think it's in the cards, I don't really believe that.
But you think he'll fall in love?
I think he will. I'm sure he will. I'm sure she exists.
I don't have the intimacy and the sharing that you can have in a marriage, but I have pretty much everything else.
You told a New Yorker that you cannot direct a movie and be a single parent
Yes.
at the same time.
Well, now I've done it.
You've done it. Explain that.
I brought them with me when I made the movie. They hung around on the set. Katie was in the wardrobe department. Amanda was in the makeup department. Jet rode the camera dolly every day, and they loved the special effects and things. So they all could be a part of it. So I was able to finally do it.
Okay, cut.